Avery. Take a deep breath. Baby. Just relax. 1, 2.
I don't need to keep it.
Okay, 1, 2, ready. All done. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Your part's over.
Good job.
You just gotta put a band-aid on it now. You did it. The first time you get to hold your child is probably the best feeling ever. I immediately thought she looked like her mother. And I could just see little Morgan sitting there.
She was just so like bright-eyed and wanted to kind of look around, and it was one of those, I was like, okay, you're 6 hours old, like you shouldn't be holding your head up like this.
Hi.
Hi, sugar. How you doing today?
Not much.
I just want to make sure that I stay a little bit of distance from her. Pneumonia is just not good to be around. That's my best girl right there in the whole wide world. I've never really seen anyone has had to endure what she has had to, and yet she's able to bounce right back.
The night before, she got a leg pain.
Her leg had a shiver in it, and then it started really twitching really bad. We didn't know she was in full stage at that time. We had no idea.
It was Father's Day. Is when she was officially diagnosed with it. So it's probably the worst Father's Day that you could have.
It was a very upsetting day for all of us when we found out, that she had leukemia.
Kids tend to get different types of leukemia than adults. A common type of leukemia that kids get, usually the treatment is several years. Generally speaking, chemotherapy. We could be talking a few months, we could be talking a few years.
We're still processing and learning everything. It's so much information, but kind of had to learn real quick what all of the blood counts meant and what it meant she could go and do or what she wasn't able to go and do, and all of that kind of stuff factors into where she can go every day, or knowing those numbers and how to watch those. Whenever we get those numbers, we can kind of determine, hey, well, she's at 1.5. We can go to the store if they're not too busy, or if she's below 0.5, she needs to stay home and not go anywhere, no outside people. Mason still wears a mask to school because unfortunately parents are going to send their kids to school sick.
I burped at my brother. Your head okay?
It hasn't gotten any easier. It's still a very long, stressful day. So tomorrow should be a 5-minute vincristine and a 15-minute doxo, which that one still scares me a little. They did say that this one is going to be rougher and harder, and to expect her numbers to drop and her hair to fall out, and kind of we're taking each day as a win that it doesn't fully happen. Sometimes the vincristine kind of messes with her nerves, so she doesn't realize that she's getting kind of, I don't want to say loopy, but she's not steady all the time.
Most people who work in pediatric oncology really want to be there. You've got great people working really hard to take care of these kids that we care a lot about.
It's like Dad.
There's a lot of toll that it takes on a family. We have a lot of families, we've watched them get bankrupted by the costs associated. So now you have a sick child, a child with cancer, and you lost your job, and you can't afford any of these medications. I mean, the cost on some of these is insane.
A 10-day hospital stay that was billed to insurance was $123,000, not including any kind of like physician services or what we physically went out and spent on food and parking or anything of that nature. Like it can add up very, very quickly.
Let me see it. On the arm, under your arm. Just for a minute. Almost done.
Look, when you're done, I've got it out for you. Can you tell her thank you?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
He's a big help whenever it comes to things. He can hear her start to go to sound like she's about to get sick, and he's like, okay, do you need the wet wipes or a towel? Or he'll go set the toilet seat up and kind of just helps get everything prepared. He is still emotional about all of it, which is understandable for, well, really anybody, but he'll help him get stuff done, but then you may find him in his room crying after the fact just because he doesn't like to see his sister getting sick. And people are always like, oh, I hate to see that. And I'm like, I hate to see it too, but it's the reality of it. I can't just post her smiling and everyone be like, oh, well, there's nothing going on.